Hey guys, Triple B here. Today we'll be playing Lechonk, and when this little piggy goes to market, he gets bulky, and they call him Mr. Pig. Lechonk's going to evolve into Oinkolone EX, a very bulky attacker with 260 HP, and when this little piggy goes to space, he gets even bulkier and puts on full face guard and taking 30 less damage, since it doesn't have an ability, and then, this little piggy, he gets ready to go to war. He's going to attach just one energy to be able to attack, and our energy of choice is going to be V-Guard energy. It makes him take even less damage, a further 30 less damage from the attacks of Pokemon V, effectively giving it 320 HP if they try to go for a one-shot, or 380 if they're trying to do a two-shot, and they're V Pokemon. This is going to work really well with its attack Maddening Scent, which is going to do a base damage of 10, and then a further 30 damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It does get capped at 160, it lets you two-shot into your opponent too though, since they're going to be trying to two-shot you. We're returning the favor. But the benefit here is when they try and two-shot into us, we have the option of using Charon's Care, which can just scoop up that Oinkologne right back into our hand. The energies, the items, everything. Put a new Lechonk in the active, attach that full face guard, attach that V-Guard, evolve it into the Lechonk we just scooped up, bench another Lechonk, and just kind of be ready to just repeat into it. It's pretty nice. And then they're not two-shotting us since we've effectively fully healed. They've got to start that whole process again. We do also have the option of using Cheryl. It can heal off all damage from all of our evolution Pokemon. It does discard the energy though, but since we only have to attach one energy to use this attack, it's not that big of a trade-off. I know what you're thinking. This is definitely the pig that would build his house out of bricks. Yeah, you like the shit jokes. I know. Oinkolone does have a second attack though, a Heavy Stomp, which can help two-shot things if our opponent's playing around with a small bench. So if they're only benching 2 or 3 guys, we're going to be doing less damage. So being able to have a secondary attack that does 210 damage for 3 energy, it's pretty solid. We do typically charge it up with double turbo energy though, so we're usually only doing 190. But if they've got 3 things on their bench, we're doing, 100 damage? And then we follow up with 190, 290 all up. It's taking out Vstar Pokemon. The things that are going to be outside of our range are VMAXs, but VMAX decks like Mew are typically filling up their bench quite a bit, so we can just focus on using that first attack and only needing to attach 1 energy, where using Cheryl and discarding it isn't going to be a trade-off at all, and it's just a very solid matchup to be able to go into. They're typically trying to run a very fast game, and we're just making their life very difficult. It also helps that we're going to run 4 copies of Path to the Peak, so their Genesect aren't going to be doing anything. Makes Lugia's life tricky, makes Gardevoir's life tricky. He's a pretty frustrating little piggy. For draw support, we are going to be running a 3-3 lineup of Bibarel with its Industrious Incisors ability, allowing you to drop to 5 cards into your hand. Combos very nicely with Squovit, which effectively means if we've got a bit of a bricked hand from, building that bricked house we've been talking about, we can just shuffle it onto the bottom of our deck and draw 1 card, then use another Bibarel, draw until we have 5. Does free up our supporter for turn to focus on utility instead of on draw power, which is pretty handy since you can then be using that Charons, the Cheryls, the bosses. It's pretty solid. Since it is a colorless deck though, we can also be running Dunsparce, which removes the weaknesses of colorless Pokemon, meaning that up against Lugia, they aren't able to use Stonejourner for easy knockouts, and up against Rapid Strike Urshifu, which is starting to see a bit more play, they're not going to come up from the bench and do 150, doubling to 300, because we're not weak to them. It's just like, yep, that was a cute little punch. You hit me for 90 because I'm wearing a mask and an energy. Neat, watch this, and then you beat up that bear. Other thing about that bear though, he can be doing, some bench damage, so we'll be running Manaphy to protect against it, and it also helps out with Greninja. Our other option in this deck for techs is we've got 1 copy of Mawile, which has a very cheeky attack. Just 1 colorless energy. It makes it so our opponent can't retreat during their next turn. A lot of decks aren't running heavy counts as switch. Things like Lugia and Gardevoir are just reliant on using energy to retreat when they need to, or just not trying to retreat at all. So we can be using Boss, bringing up a heavy retreat cost Pokemon, and then using Mawile and just saying, hey, I'm just going to stall you out. A lot of the times those decks are going to try and draw through their entire deck very quickly, and we can just punish them for it. It's pretty funny. The other effect of that attack is it makes it so they take another 90 damage during the next turn, so we can just lock them in there. Then come up with the Oinkolone the following turn, and instead of doing 210 with our second attack, we're doing 300. It's pretty solid to be able to pull that off. And to make sure that we're able to get the effects of this deck working quite as we'd like them to, we do have some help. So Echoing Horn's going to make it so if our opponents discarded any basic Pokemon and they're trying to avoid overbenching, we can just get it, put it right onto the bench, as well as 2 copies of Palpad, so we can be repeatedly using the Charon's Cares and the Cheryls without having any risk of maybe we've Ultra Balled them away earlier, we can just get them right back that way. It's a pretty effective way to run the deck. For draw support, we do also have some Judge, so we can be kind of shuffling away bricked hands and disrupting our opponent, which can be very helpful. And then for switch, we do also run 2 copies of Escape Rope. Since I did forget to mention earlier, Oinkolone's second attack does have a coin flip to it. So if we use the second attack, you have to flip a coin. If it's tails, we can't attack during our next turn, which means we can Charon's Carrot if it takes a hit, and it's fine, or we can Escape Rope or just manually retreat. But Escape Rope's a great way to do some disruption as well as just reset that Oinkologne. That's the deck list. It'll be popping up on the screen for you right now. And what do you think of Oinkologne? Do you think he has what it takes to bring home the bankin'? The deck list will be in the description of this video, so if you want to give it a try, pop down there and you can just copy it and import it into PTCGL. While you're down there too, if you want to hit that subscribe button, it'll let you know when more shenanigans like this is coming out. But let's jump on ladder and see how we go with this tonight.
I need this matchup. I think I need everything this matchup. I don't like that. Like, if anything, I'm thinking I'm getting rid of this. And, like, there's even an argument for having saved the Ultra Ball to get a Bibber roll to get out of this hand, since we're up against a 2-prizer that's going to be struggling with one-shotting us. We could be taking our time. Actually, they're not going to struggle with one-shotting us, right? They've got single strike energy. Still, Lost Box plays Echoing Horn and benches the Tatsugiri. Nah. Oh, do we just top deck Bibs? Never punished. Never punished. Yeah, if they Echoing Horn back at Tatsu, bad time. But if they do that, they're a bad person, and you just remind them of that. Tell them triple set. Like, this Goomba on the internet says you're mean. I'm like, yeah, you are mean. I get this, or I get the Mawile. Oh, maybe we get the Mawile. There's an argument for holding out for the Mawile. Put a bit of damage into him, though. Little bit of damage, right? Because we've got another doof. Or do we go for another piggy? We could be going for another piggy. We go for another piggy since we aren't attacking with the Mawile right now. The Mawile becomes good once we have, like, boss and stuff in hand, which we currently don't. We do a bit of chip damage into this, then Heavy Stomp can be finishing it off, even with the DT attached. Like, it's got 230, now it's down to 50. If they use Radiant Serena, it's down to 30, 200. We'd be doing 190. So if they're able to use the Serena, it's still outside range. President Clinton, but then the math is still in Dozo's favor since it has 160 HP and they could KO with Sableye. Set up math for a Cram or Sableye KO, but the HP of the basics are so high that the prize trade is weighted in Dozo's favor. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt it was too. You definitely don't have a horn in your response. It doesn't seem to be 100% played card. So don't feel like, oh, you're playing it wrong kind of thing, because that is not the case by any means. That Ultra Ball here? I think I just hold, right? If anything, I'd do this, get a fresh hand, Bibs. We've got Path. It should stick. Beautiful. Full value, Bibs. For a second, I thought I saw 2 mana fees. Like, what? Where did you come from? It's just the one. Just the Z1. Okay, well, we are killing the T-Tar. And we're able to kill a... Come on, mean pig. I have to call it Cujo. Oh, that was a dog. Has there ever been an evil pig movie? I don't think there's been an evil pig movie. There should be an evil pig movie. Cheers, Emerald. Whoop. What pig movies have we had? Babe? Babe Pig in the City? Charlotte's Web? Oh, Charlotte's Web is just sad. I guess evil pig movie would be like Angry Birds, but I haven't seen that. I don't even know if they're evil in that. And they're green for some reason. Is that where Dr. Seuss gets their ham? They eating the Angry Birds pigs? Okay, so Lugia could use its Vstar power right now, but it gets him 1 Archeops. Risky? Also, what? That's different. I guess if you get 3 single strike on it, it's doing 170. It 1-shots into Mew VMAX. I don't know though. I feel like that's still the play. But like going into a single prizer, yeah. It's an option. Certainly an option. Hey, I was gonna use that. Scoppy rope, they bring up T-Tar, it tanks a hit. Kind of leaning towards Charon's. Charon's, or we dig for the boss. You know what? Let's dig for the boss. Let's dig for the boss. We've got double bibs. We should be able to get into some stuff. If we can boss kill that, we are laughing. Well, we still can do the Charons. Vulcan, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Currently at work, so you can't stay. Just want to say hey. Cheers, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day at work. We're finally trying out the pig, and it's surprisingly good. I was not expecting the pig to be this good. So since he's got a full bench, do I just ditch the dunce? Nah, it's probably the school bit, right? What's our hand? Maybe it's not the school bit. We can get rid of 1 bib. I keep the dunce so that if I knock this out, they don't have an easy rise lineup of just like throwing down Stonejourner and then just running town. That's not the saying. Is it? Running amok? Steamrolling? There we go. That's the word. Running a train, steamrolling. Chucking potatoes. You know. Running town, I don't know. They ain't the mayor. Get out of here. Running them. There we go. I'm like, come on. On the tip of my tongue. Well, it's not even on the tip of my tongue because my tongue's just running all over the place. Just like, throw words out. One of these will stick. They're not. They're all terrible. Running amok. There we go. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it's getting towards that time of the night where my brain's just like, just start shutting stuff down in the back. Thank you. Running a train. That's a saying, right? Isn't that yeah? Nope, not repeating that one again. Nope. It just clicked. Can't run a train. You gotta be a conductor. Silly. If you're a conductor, yeah, exactly, that's what I meant. See, Clinton gets it if you're a conductor. Entirely what I meant. All right, we do that. This little piggy goes to space. How much is it doing? 130, which means we have to do the second attack with DTE to kill the Archeops, if we can even get into the boss. We're not going to Pal Pad, because to be Pal Pad, it's more things that we're drawing into that are not boss. We want to draw into more things that are boss as well. We want boss. So, see, that's not boss. This is going to be boss. Come on. Okay, see, that's still not boss. What are we echoing horn back? Because we bumped this, which is fine, but we echoing horn, yeah, the only option. The only option is a good choice. And I'm just considering, like, do we Ultra Ball for the other piggy? We can probably hold off. We hold off Ultra Balling. If we do this, they heal down to, what, 120? A follow-up attack still gets them. We do the big attack. Nah. We don't want to risk having to retreat. Because this way, theoretically, we go Cheryl, attach. I don't like that Lugia is getting out of range a little bit more and more, though. As for the DTE, we need it sitting on 90. If we don't kill it next turn, it's staying around. Okay, well, it's got a V-Guard. It's staying around now. It's here to stay, guys. Big Bird's got big hands. Big hands got big block potential. Combo guy, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Alright, so they're just showing me, like, I've got the Stone Journer. That's neat. I've got the Dunsparce. You don't got the bench space, but you do got a dead pig. Rude. Why you gotta be like that, man? Why? Oh, I can't heal dead pig. How many urns are they down? 3 urns. So once those energy are out of play, they're effectively just gone. See if we can hit this Mezagoza. Get the big pig. Just got done eating? Nice, how's breakfast? Don't even need to use the Ultra Ball here, hey? Go Squove it. I'm tempted by the Mawile, but I think it's the pig. It's the pig because we can get into Charons or Cheryl and stuff like that. But the Mawile play is really spice. Yeah, if we just get Mawile and like boss up Serena, what you can do. Which theoretically we could do now. Is there any point to boss kill that? If we boss kill that, this comes up, kills us, it's irrelevant. Yeah, no, it's fine. We just kill it. Okay, so we Echoing Horn back that Luminion. If they don't bench the Stone Journer, they're going to bench the Stone Journer. They bench the Stone Journer, they think that they've got a way to kill our pig, but they don't. We have Dunsparce. I think they still do it. And then we go, aw, man, I wish there was a bench space. And then it'll be funny. Everybody laugh. Nah, laugh. I got myself. That's the main thing. President Clinton, Taco Bell commercial trying to tempt you to buy a grilled cheese burrito. That actually sounds really good. It's just past 7 a.m. where I am if you're hungry. Grilled cheese burrito. Isn't that just a quesadilla? What do you mean grilled cheese burrito? Dirty Co! Time to take a small ride and grab your 1000 Scarlet Violet codes. Oh. Look at you go. Yeah, Dirty Co was telling me he, like... It's what, auctions? He goes by auctions and picks up code cards. So if anyone ever needs codes, apparently it goes through Dirty Co. I picked some up from him. I got like 500 codes for like 80 bucks. Pretty good. Well, 80 bucks Australian. I think it was 55 or something USD. I looked away and I guess he judged me. That's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. So we can just go Cheryl, swing through this, I guess. Right? Like, not ideal, but they shouldn't have a way to one-shot it. I'm kind of leaning towards just giving this Space Helmet. One, because he looks adorable in it, and two, because he takes less damage. But mostly because 0.1. If something looks cute, you cannot kill it. It's illegal. We get rid of the doof? I think we do get rid of the doof. There's no point trying to set up another doof now, is there? If we're trying to set up another doof, we have to hang on to the Ultra Ball. Ah, you know what? We get rid of the doof. Or we hang on to the doof. We've got double pig. Double pig, double doof. Just sounds like a nice world to live in. I want to live there. So we're gonna live. We're getting a double doof. Let him deck himself. Draw all your... Go. Am I from the US? Me? Are you asking me, or who's talking about Taco Bell? Are you asking me or Clinton? Sounds like Clinton's from the US. He's got Taco Bell. I'm originally from Canada, but I'm based out of Australia now. So it is 9:40 for me right now. No breakfast burritos here. Now it's a burrito with cheese baked onto the burrito itself. That's pretty cool. I used to do that actually when I worked in a restaurant. I'd just like take handfuls of fried cheese, throw it right on the griddle so it would like become the quesadilla shell, and then I'd throw like chicken and stuff on it. Chicken, tomatoes, hot sauce, and then kind of like roll it up. It's really good. The fact that you can just go somewhere and make it for you instead of having to put in the work yourself. I'm for it. I am lazy. I have to see if I can find a place that does that here. You're getting 100 Scarlet Violet for 10 bucks. That's nice. Clinton? Yeah, you're from the US? Yeah. What do you say? Taco Bell. I feel like Taco Bell is very much an American-based thing. We've got... When I went to Sydney a few months ago, they had a Taco Bell in Sydney. But South Australia and Victoria, I don't think there's any. I'm not sure if they have it anywhere. They have any anywhere else. Say the good words. There we go. Found it. Do I just Charon's this? Or dig for boss? I think it's dig for boss, right? Although digging for boss has not worked for us at all this game. It's not even getting a knockout on the art jobs. Like now we've made it to it. No, that's not a boss. I run boss, right? Where's... These last two prizes, that's where the boss is. In here, right? Okay. Oh, there's only one. Okay. So that's the problem. One is in the prizes. I'm not crazy. I'm just quite unlucky at the moment. We won't pal pad just yet. I don't want the boss. I don't want the other stuff. Well, that didn't pan out. Still, we knock out the Archeops. It forces them to have to go into Lugia to attack. They have no way of accelerating anything else to knockout potential. And even the Lugia, it's doing what? Actually, Lugia should kill us, right? Hey, look, we found a boss finally. Boss is in the deck. Boss is in the deck and in the prize. And now we're gonna top deck it too. That's always how this game goes. Likes to make things difficult. And you know what? I'm a fan of a challenge, so I appreciate it, but sometimes it's a little annoying. Okay. Lugia goes babada boopy. Pig goes in the bin. Okay, well, that's a judge. That's not a boss. We've got to do 80 damage here. Actually, are we even doing 80 damage? Yeah, we are. Okay, beautiful. Like, now do I need to find an echoing horn? Like, alright, we got there. We got there. Bada bing, bada boop. Yeah, and that's a good one too. I like that. I was going bada boop. And people are like, you having a stroke? No. Maybe. I'll never tell.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hitting that thumbs up button's a great way to let me know, and if you subscribe, you'll know when more shenanigans like this is coming out. If you're really keen for some more deck lists right now, though, there should be some popping up right here, and if you're after some more gameplay, I do have a second channel where there'll be more videos of this deck available, and it should be popping up right around here. Till next time, though, take care of yourself.